What is up, YouTube? OneSlevin Tech and Games here. This is a brand new channel that I decided to make so I could bring my life experiences in building computers, video games, technology as a whole, whether it be all the way from the computer side of things all the way over to home theater audio, home theater video. I love all of it. I'm just getting into the YouTube side of things, so bear with me. I'm gonna kind of learn as I go and grow with the channel. If there's anything at all that you'd like me to start talking about on the channel, review, there's a lot of parts that I already currently have that I'll be talking about. The next couple of videos are going to be specifically targeted to my setup, the gaming computer that I have, the streaming computer that I have, my laptop, the home theater system that I have in my theater room, talking about all those kind of things and what my goals are for the channel and what I plan to do in the future. Anything that you want to hear me talk about in the future, just go ahead and drop a comment down below. If you like what you see today at the end of the video, or even right now what you've seen so far, even though it hasn't been very much, please like and subscribe the video. I really appreciate the support. I plan to make this channel grow as big as I can, but really, all that I don't really, my expectations for myself out of this channel is just to be able to share my experiences with everyone out there who may want to talk about it. And really, at the end of the day, I just want to, I want to help people. I want to help you understand what goes into a computer build. I want you to understand what you can do to make your computing easier. And, maybe there's shortcuts that I might be able to come up with that I can show you how to do things. I'm going to give you advice on, and obviously these are just my opinions, and I'm just going to be a small YouTube channel. And there's a lot of YouTube channels out there that you can research this kind of stuff. So it'll help you have a better understanding from listening to multiple people's perspectives, mine included, on how you're going to make a decision to do something. This is a really big thing for me to do. I really, I'm not very good in front of the camera, so I'm, as much as I appreciate you guys watching me, I'm going to learn and continue to try and grow. I don't have the best camera equipment or anything like that. That's something that I'm going to have to get over time and do it, do what I do on the channel with what I have. But I want to talk about things like Intel versus AMD, NVIDIA versus the, I guess now it's RX, but, Radeon, AMD graphics cards. And speaking of graphics cards, everyone knows, especially if you're just getting into building computers right now, it is impossible to get, a lot of different kind of computer parts, at least at a, MSRP or a regular retail price, because all the scalpers out there are, swooping everything up that's brand new and selling it for, twice as much as you might be getting it in a retail store, which is unfortunate. But hopefully, if you get your hands on something, then I can help you, tune it, or how to build a computer, all those tiny little things. That is what I'm going to concentrate on this channel. And then on the other side of things, the reason I also added games at the end is because I want to talk about consoles. I want to talk about video games. That is another passion of mine. So I want to include that in the channel. I know YouTube channels, you're supposed to have like a single niche or niche, but I'm going to talk about both because it's technology. Like that is my passion. It always has been my passion, and I want to share my passion with all of you, and hopefully you like what you see. So ultimately, I guess what I'm going to do in this video is just talk to you about what my goals are for the channel. How I would like to see it grow, and because obviously the more the channel grows, the more people that I can reach and the more people that I can help with technology, because ultimately that's what I would like to do. I want to provide a service to YouTube and the viewers of YouTube when it comes to their technology needs. I love computers, and I've been building computers and working on computers for quite some time now. I started back in like fifth grade, and that was what year? Fifth grade. We're pushing 20 years now. Is when I started messing with computers, and ultimately how it happened is my grandma gave me this old computer that she had. Just told me, if you can fix it, you can have it. So basically I started from there. It was a struggle, obviously. I think I broke more things than I actually fixed when I first got started, but you got to start somewhere. And it just created this spark in me when it came to computers in general, and I just kept going from there. Eventually got my first tech job. I haven't done really much as far as the professional side of things. It's more just a hobby of mine, but I love doing it. When it comes, friends and family, I'm constantly helping them with computers, and I help friends build computers. I give them recommendations on parts that they can buy. And ultimately, the question that I always have for everyone who's trying to build a computer is, what are you trying to accomplish with the computer? Because it's, if you're not trying to do more than surf the internet, check Facebook, watch videos, the occasional Netflix, stuff like that, you're not going to need this powerhouse computer that you're going to spend thousands of dollars on to have the top of the line gaming stuff. You're not going to need that. So that's a huge question for me, because then on the flip side of the coin, if you want to play games, or you want to have a workstation that you're working on rendering 3D models and stuff like that, then it's going to be a different conversation, obviously, because you're looking at getting a much higher end product that's going to work more efficiently and do what you need it to do. So at the end of the day, really, I just wanted to introduce myself to you. OneSlevin Tech and Games. My name, I should have said this at the beginning of the video, but my name's Michael. The reason it's OneSlevin is because my baseball number is 17, and all of my friends have always called me 17. So I just kind of go by that. I think it was one of my buddy's dads who actually called me OneSlevin for the first time, and that kind of stuck with me. So that's the reasoning for the name of the channel, just to give a little background on that side of things. Obviously, I'm not the best in front of the camera yet. This is literally the first time I've ever recorded myself. I'm probably, it's going to be a learning experience for me, but I'm going to grow with you guys. So if you like what you see, I appreciate subscribe and a like. If there's any content that you would like to see in the future, so I can, kind of gauge and plan the type of videos that I'm going to make for you in the future, comment down below. Let me know what any suggestions that you have. I'll take all the criticism that I can to help myself get better at recording YouTube videos, providing content for all of the people out there that are going to be watching my YouTube videos. I'm here for you. So ultimately, what you guys want to see and what you want me to change is what I'm going to have to do to make this to make this work for the both of us, especially if I'm going to continue making YouTube content for the world to see. It needs to be what you want to see. I don't mean to ramble on about that, but I really just want to know what you guys want to see. The first couple videos are going to be, stuff that I use. So for example, I'm going to talk about my gaming computer, all the specs that I have in my gaming computer, the reason why I went with those parts, what their purposes are, alternatives that I could have gone with. I might even throw in some comparisons, just so you can kind of see where I'm at as far as performance. And if you already know all of those things, great. I just want to, help you out and see why I chose these parts, so you can make a decision for yourself if you're trying to make a gaming PC. Another video that I'm going to make is on my streaming / workstation PC, all the specs in it, same thing that I'm going to talk about my gaming PC. And then another video after those two is going to be about my peripherals and why I have these monitors, this microphone, the certain headphones that I use, mouse and keyboard. And obviously these are going to be my opinions, why they work for me. And obviously there's other things that do work for me, and maybe they might work for you. So ultimately that's why I want to, share those, my personal experiences with you, and then I'll go from there. As far as the future for the channel, I would like to see, a lot more content when it comes to, current hardware, what's going on in the world as far as computers. And right now there's a lot going on when it comes to graphics cards, NVIDIA versus AMD, Radeon, RX, whatever you want to call the cards, Intel versus AMD. You could say right now that AMD is on top. Obviously, Intel is going to be coming out with some newer processors here pretty soon that are supposedly the highest, single core clock speeds that we've ever seen. So we'll talk about stuff like that. I'm really into tuning PCs to their fullest potential. I'm not big on buying cheaper stuff, overclocking it just to save a little bit of money. I'd rather buy a nicer product, and that's just me. Not everyone is willing to do that. Sometimes you just want to get something right now, but we'll talk about that stuff together. Every once in a while, I'll throw in some live streams where we can interact with each other. I have that set up as well. Probably not going to happen as often, especially right now as I'm just getting started. It's going to mainly be, just static videos that I'm going to upload to YouTube. But eventually, I'd like to get, interacting going with my audience once I have a larger audience. So again, please like and subscribe so you can see what I have in the future as far as content goes for everyone. I just want to let everyone know that I'm really excited to start this YouTube channel. It's something that I've been working on for quite a while now, and you'll watch a lot of video. There's a lot of videos on YouTube that talk to you about starting a YouTube channel. And one of the hardest obstacles for me, I would say, is actually starting. So this is a huge step for me. I would like it to be successful. If it's not, I still just, want to have fun recording YouTube videos, talking about my computers, the stuff that I want to buy, the stuff that I'm researching, because I'm constantly doing it. And so I might as well do it with all of you. And just really excited to be here, really excited to be doing this, and I'm excited to see it grow. So like I said, subscribe and like the video if you want to see what I have to do in the future. Please help me grow, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks. Have a good one.